Welcome. Hi. Happy New Year's. I am in a good mood for the first time in in weeks. So let's talk about this preseason struggle and how I basically salvaged my account. So it's a new year. It's a new season. Well, almost a new season. In the preseason, I decided that I was going to take the opportunity to learn some new stuff. And in the end of last season, I hadn't played much last season, but we made Diamond, and I hadn't really learned, or I hadn't really played a lot since I got here. And my goal is not to make Diamond. It's not to make Master. It's not to make Grandmaster. The goal is to try to make Challenger in Korea, right? Which would be a pretty big fucking goal if we can get there. And I'm serious about it. And so I was identifying at the end of last season, I did not like where my jungling was at. I still not sure I love where my jungling is at, but I'm not sure. I feel like my jungling is a lot better. But then again, it's been a bit of a slog in test. Every time mid game rolls around, I tend to throw or do something stupid or whatever. So I wasn't really liking jungle, but I went ahead and I tried to fix my jungling by playing a lot of it, a shit ton of it, and playing around in Diamond. I even picked up Kindred along the way. Now, eventually we started losing a lot. And, losing a lot because just trying shit. Invading, the jungle's new, limit testing, new champs, Kindred, all that stuff. Just losing a shit ton overall. I would say that overall, and then I had this massive loss streak here. And I got all the way down to Plat 3. Almost. Yeah, I think I got as low as Plat 3. Maybe. I don't know. Now, I wish I could say that I didn't care. I do care. I wish I could afford to care less because it feels like people are really narrow, short term. They think that here's the thing. League is not, you can't really learn anything and get to a point where you're stomping games unless you fuck up and limit test and try things. You have to try things to learn things. It's just what it is. So I'm a little this type of stuff is just the consequence of learning. And obviously Korea is a little bit more crazy, right? Korea is absolutely, if I'm being honest, Korea is a lot more crazy than other servers because you could just have a day where you get trolled. It feels like all day. Which I don't think I've ever said. I don't think I've ever said, oh, I got trolled all day. That's kind of how I felt some of these days. But either way, I got down as far as Plat 3. The account was getting, I think the account was getting plus 12, minus 18 or something ridiculous. And, I started playing Nocturne, but the results even there were kind of getting a little shaky some days. And then, I'd play Tryndamere occasionally and it would get decent results, but I wasn't super excited to play it. And I wasn't super excited about how I was playing it. And then I had an epiphany. And I want to share that epiphany with you guys because the results of my epiphany have done really, really well. And I can't, it could just be luck with teams or whatever. But I'm farming pretty damn well. I would dare say I'm farming pro level a lot of the time. A lot of high 9s, 10s, even some 11s popping up sometimes on Tryndamere. Which is pretty good, right? Which is pretty good farm. So you're probably wondering then, what was my epiphany? Well, I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep and I was just laying there and I was just thinking to myself, I'll show you my epiphany. I was thinking to myself, what if I take Tryndamere, I go fleet, which is my classic Tryndamere playstyle, and instead of all this shit, attack speed, what if I just go adaptive force double, and I go scorch, and I go absolute focus? That was my epiphany. I was just laying in bed and thinking to myself, what if I just do this? And you're like, NEACE, why does that matter? I'll show you. I'll show you my epiphany. My elo, my 300 plus I say 300 plus LP. I mean, it's plat to diamond. It's not a big deal. But it is when you're playing here and your account is getting like no LP. Okay? Let me show you my epiphany. So I was like, what if I go Scorch and Absolute Focus? And what if I just do this? And run away. That was my epiphany. That was it. That was my whole like laid phase. Aha. What if I just bonk somebody on the head and run away like that? How would that play? And as it turns out, it's fucking annoying to play into for a lot of people. A lot of people have been very annoyed playing into this strategy. I started doing this, and all of a sudden, I started having really good results. But I made some other modifications, which I'll show you too. We'll be fine. You said Akali. Someone in chat mentioned Akali. Well, let me see. There was an Akali matchup in here. Let's try to find it. Let's go into this real quick. I'm pretty sure I do it to this guy a bunch. I get hooked. Oh, yeah. I get hooked. I don't flash. I'm tilt proof, boys. No wasting the flash. He caught me while I was spinning. Watch. I said... Here we go. I said it's E auto run away. Ready? E auto run away. That's it, guys. That's it. That's the whole lane phase explained. That's it. This is my whole game plan, boys. Bonk. And that's it. And there it is. Free ride up the ladder, boy. I mean, I say it's a free ride up the ladder. But obviously, you're still playing Tryndamere, and you kind of have to figure out what you're gonna do. And I'll talk about the build real quick before I go. And I will eventually, I'm going to announce a full matchup guide in a future video. I have guides coming out soon. But I can't announce it because it's a special occasion. But this strat has done really well for me, and it seems to put these types of champions in awkward positions because they're just not expecting you to trade like that, right? Because everybody gets used to Tryndamere spinning on you and like fighting for a long period of time. And Kali players get used to that and they space. So they Q, they run away, they Q, they run away. In this case, if you do this, they can't actually fight you because you run away from them. If they try to Q, they might be able to land the Q or whatever, but they're not going to be able to do much. They're just going to push the wave into you and fall behind. So it's something definitely interesting. And then after I got fed, I'll show you guys the build. Again, full guide eventually coming. Tiamat, Berserker Greaves. Tiamat, Berserker Greaves. And yeah, even though you're building this way, it doesn't scale as bad as people think. You're able to get Tiamat early, push roam. After you get fed, you're obviously going Ravenous. I don't know if Ravenous gets nerfed. I don't know what you would go. I guess you would just roll your eyes and build more standard or whatever. But I've been going Ravenous because of the push power for now. And then once it gets nerfed again, who knows what we'll do. So Ravenous, and then next item that we go is we go Phantom Dancer. And then after Phantom Dancer, we go... Where's my Stride Breaker? Oh, did my VOD? Oh, I think my VOD just broke. So my strategy, and I'll do like a full explanation of it with like matchups and stuff soon. But my strategy right now is using Fleet, Scorch, Absolute Focus in a lot of lanes, and then going Stride Breaker third item. So Ravenous, Phantom Dancer, Stride Breaker. And what this does is this gives you plenty of move speed, plenty of AD, and the ability to take your snowball lead, not have to blow your ult right away. You're pretty hard to kite. I've ran into some flaws with this strat. Obviously, this strat, you don't do nearly as much damage to, like, you know, to tanks or bruiser champions. But with this strategy, you shouldn't have to, because you should be able to push into them. If they push the issue against you, you can still beat them, because you're still ahead, right? You have to get ahead with this strat. But if you are ahead, it's really good. And Tryndamere, as I've said for a long time, Tryndamere is a momentum champ. When you are not slightly ahead, or if you're even as Tryndamere in the mid game, that's probably not good enough. If I'm being completely honest, it's not going to hold up usually. That's been my vibe, especially versus better players. I feel like most good Tryndamere players always try to get ahead in some way, because let's face it, if you're not ahead, your champ fucking sucks and everybody can just survive you and kite you out. But generally speaking, Fleet, Scorch, work the map, as you can see here, just like you're a Garen. I can't believe I win this game. That's right. This game was actually hard. I have a Yuumi, but like, look at my team. They're all feeding. They're all behind. We force a Baron. We get Prio at top. We force a Baron. I think this is actually why we won, because of the Baron call. But as you can see, there's my 3-item spike. I find Akali by herself. There's no getting away. She can't burst me down. She can't even really threaten me. I don't know why I ulted. I ulted terribly there. I got like scared for some reason. There's no reason to be scared at all. She can never kill me. See, I'm not even like super pro at this strat yet. Even though I don't have ult, I'm still relatively strong. We're able to run down anybody. Stride Breaker in the slow. GG. Hee hee. And what have the results been? Like I said, we've recovered. We've recovered an account that, to be honest, I was having doubts. I was like, this account is so hard stuck. I don't have like an easy way to like fix my MMR. But it turns out Tryndamere has fixed my MMR. He has fixed it. We won a lot. And I said I woke up in the middle of the night and played Tryndamere. That's not a lie. I just played a shit ton of Tryndamere as a result. And yeah, it's been pretty good. So far, the result has been a 76% win rate over 30 games. Now, I don't want to fist pump too hard yet, because like I was saying earlier, Korea's kind of wild, so this could just be variance. But I'm pretty convinced if I were to run this on like an NA or an EU West, it would be very, very, very easy. That's my secret NEACE strat and my secret NEACE epiphany. Let's see if we can win a game or two with it on stream, and then I'm going to hide away again. I'm facing a Smurf, but he's a pussy because he fucking duos. All these kids are fucking pussies. I hate that shit. That's the other thing. Remove duo. This kid's got near my win rate recently, but he's doing it duo. Rigging the games. Pussies.
내가 바로 네 최악의 악몽이다.
Look at that damage.
전장으로.
I'm wondering if I should have had armor instead of MR.
전장으로.
What a fun lane. What a smurf you are. Walking into E range. What a smurf you are.
내가 바로 네 최악의 악몽이다.
I'm gonna go with this, I think. Well, I just solo killed the Zoe with the strats, so there you go. And the guy's like a giga smurf.
죽음을 맞이하라.
Man, you're good. Man, you are good.
손쉬운 사냥이.
This guy is doing me a solid right now.
내가 바로 네 최악의 악몽이다.
적이 학살 중입니다. 아군이 당했습니다.
원한다. 내 검을 따르라.
All right.
사냥이 되겠군.
Let's get Tiamat going.
네 최악의
적을
악몽이다.
처치했습니다.
검을 따르라. 전장으로. 손쉬운 사냥.
Really need to hit my farm reliably.
원한다면 내가 바로 최악의 악몽.
적이 리치가 되고 있습니다. 적을 도저히 막을 수 없습니다. 제압되었습니다.
Good work, boys.
원한다면 손쉬운 사냥이 되리.
Bot gap. There's definitely a bit of a bot gap happening here.
원한다면 죽음을 맞이하라.
Or you gotta go under. Thank you. I was like, we have to kill her if we're going this deep. We have to get that bounty. Like, I shouldn't have hesitated. Should have went straight in, but who got the bounty? Zyra? I mean, Zyra's okay with it, I guess. It's not ideal, obviously, but it's like we have to kill this fucking guy at this point.
원한다면 내가 바로 네 최악의 악몽이다.
Man.
내 검을
포탑 방패가 곧 소멸됩니다.
I have full prio on this mid.
전장으로 손쉬운 사냥이 되겠군.
I'm kind of glad you guys got to witness this strat on this game because this game's going pretty well. In my opinion. Now, do I want Berserker Greaves or do I want Merc Treads? I have Cleanse, so maybe I should just go Berserker Greaves. Round the build off.
악몽이다. 내 검을 따르라. 전장으로
Man, wild shit.
내 검을 따르라.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
Game's going well though. Should probably shove one more before she gets situated. I rotate the top here instead of basing because they're all posturing bot side. And basing is nice and all, but the thing is that right now that fight is going to happen in a minute. So if I could just pull towers or pull pressure on towers. Also, if Zyra dies, that would be very bad. I love this back spot right here. It's really nice. No one checks that corner. Oh. No one checks the corner. So it's usually pretty free.
내가 바로 이 최악의 악몽이다.
I have total control top right now. Big farm.
전장으로. 손쉬운 사냥이 되겠군.
포탑을 파괴했습니다. 아군이 당했습니다. 파괴했습니다.
최악의 악몽.
They still doing it? These kids are psycho if they are. Nice job. GG. Good job.
포탑을 파괴했습니다.
Wouldn't he rather just die? Oh, wow, he gets out. Wrong. I was gonna say, wouldn't he rather just die there because he doesn't get out, but he does get out. That was sick. Good job.
날뛰고 있습니다.
내 검을 따르라. 내가 바로 최악의 악몽이다.
포탑을 파괴했습니다. 아군이 당했습니다. 있습니다.
손실
적을 도저히 막을 수 없습니다.
Was that a bug? Like, what the fuck was that? It was weird as hell.
손쉬운 사냥이
I'm going for armor penetration. They've got a lot of armor. Lord Doms makes sense here to me. We'll do a lot of damage to these guys. Maybe even Black Cleaver after.
원한다면 전장으로 내가 바로 이 최악의 악몽이다.
적의 억제기가 곧 재생산됩니다.
검을 따르라.
억제기를 파괴했습니다.
원한다면
These guys are getting worked.
내가 바로 네 최악의 악몽이다.
Ooh, 0.1.
적에게
0.1 seconds. Point 1 seconds. I should have based, I guess. I should have based or just focused on getting the farm for the next item. Probably. Throwing this game would be historic, to be honest. But I still shouldn't be.
적의 억제기가 곧 재생성됩니다.
전장으로
Zaya has no sums.
아군이 당했습니다. 제압되었습니다.
I was coming to end if he didn't. I don't think they didn't have the fortitude to play that game out. All right, I'm gonna restart the stream because it's bugged apparently. You viewers that have been here, you guys have probably been here this whole time, which is hilarious because it's been broken this whole time. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's a good YouTube video for the strategy, at least conceptually. This was a hard game. I wasn't kidding. I was facing a guy with a really, really good win rate on Zoe, like a really, really good, Zoe like Smurf account, it looks like. So the guy's serious on this champion. 76% win rate, crazy KDA, crazy high win rate right now, and he just got whooped. So fuck you if you don't think I'm good. There you go. That's how you can know that this strat will hold up. If it can beat that guy, it can beat anybody in your elos. All right, I'm gonna take a break. We'll restart the stream. I'll be back in a second. Peace. Stream will restart.